Hello, welcome back to Noises Minecraft, where we're oh my god, my game's lagging. We're in the process of building some stuff, and we need to actually go destroy more of the forest. Yay, more of the forest to destroy. Amazing. What a game. We need to like you and me. Come on, let's work together here. I'm trying right now to like make a mod for Crusader Kings 2, and like let's just talk about how some games like to say that they have mod support. I mean, CK2 does not have mod support. I mean, it has mod, like you can go to the workshop, the Steam workshop, and find it, but mod support should mean like because anybody can make a because with any game, it should be possible to make a mod. That's mod support does not mean you can make a mod for our game. Because that's like everyone can make a mod for any game could have a mod if you just code the right shit and have it so it works in the it's possible. Having mod support does not mean we can have mods. It means like we support it, right? And I take support as like making it possible and easier. I guess to say if you provide mod support, in my opinion, it should mean two things. Two things. It should mean one, we make it easy for you to download the mods and to play the game with the mods. You know, there's not have to be a lot of fucking around with the files to get the mod to work. Like you just download it, do a thing or two, and then boom, you can play with the mod. The second thing I would say mod support means is the ability to like make one. Like, oh yeah, here is the general outline of our game, and here's how we structure it. This is how you can change stuff to make a mod. And then like, okay, here's where you can put your mods. You can upload it here. And then yeah, it's like that's what mod support means to me. CK2 does not have mod support. It is not like here in game there's a tool you can use to make your own map or something. No, it's like open up Photoshop or Paint.net or GIMP and then draw out everything. And then you have to draw the provinces, the terrain, the not the weather. The weather's actually in a sheet Excel file. But you do have to draw the biome, but like the type, like if it's a savanna, if it's a grassland, you gotta draw where the rivers are. Like it's you cannot. I was looking at how to do it in CK3 because I'm like thinking, oh my god, maybe this would be easier in CK3. And I look at CK3, and it's not. It's kind of CK3 has like a map edit mode where you can make a map, but it seems like you have less control over everything. Um, Also, I do not like CK3. I tried playing it once and it did not work. I had to get a refund. CK3 does not have my vote of confidence. CK2 is just better. They made three. It's like, okay, cool. You have a trifecta. Except a trifecta would imply that all of them are like adding into each other. No, it's just CK1, which I don't think anybody's played. Is there a CK1? There must be CK1. Crusader Kings 1. Crusader Kings Complete for $10. A very basic game that was they made CK2 free to play. Oh, I should tell my girlfriend. But yeah. I mean, when was this released? I'm trying to find it. It says February 14th, 2012. They released this in 2012. Not that for 2012. I don't think that's that good. But the thing with Crusader Kings is it's more like a with how much there is to like generate and control. It's not really about the graphics as much as it is about like the ability to just run everything. You know, like it's a history simulator. There's a lot of history you gotta simulate at a given time. So it's like processing power instead of like graphics. The CK3 is not, in my opinion, it. is not what you would want. It's not like it's like a 2.5. Like they didn't make CK3, they made CK 2.5. I feel like I haven't played the game, so maybe I'm spewing bullshit out my ass. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. You know, but that's the thing, right? Is back to my original argument. It is not mod supporting. It does not have mod support. The fact that I have to go, I mean, literally, I have to go draw all the map files, the .bmp. I have to write the text files. I gotta use Excel. I don't even like have Excel installed on my computer. I have to open up the website version of Excel. I hate Excel. I'll get into that in a second. But you gotta use Excel to do some stuff. And then there's like a generator I think I use. It's supposed to like intake, like if you put the directory to where you're doing your mod stuff, and then like you have all the right things, it will like generate some of the files you need. And my game frozen. Did you just please don't tell me you crashed? I just spent 6 minutes mining. Please don't be crashed. Oh, task manager! Tell me what's wrong. Why? It says 86 memory, Java platform, Google Chrome 27. Uh-oh. I may have been having a lot of tabs open for the express purpose of doing stuff. Yeah, Google, you know what? So I bet everybody listening right now is probably like, "You're using Chrome?" And it's like, "Yes, okay. I just use it." My friend was like, "One sec, why?" I don't even know what I clicked on. I was just like moving my mouse around on YouTube on accident and clicked something, and it got the TF2 intro down. I was telling my friend like, "Hey, I have Google." We're trying to play Ready or Not. And it was like not loading fast, and he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. It's like Google Chrome is using up all the space." He's like, "You have Google Chrome? Just use Opera GX." This is not plug for Opera GX because I don't like. I don't want to download it. That was my game crashing. No, it's my game working again. I don't want to get Opera GX. You know why? I don't care how good it is. It was an ad. I don't download anything that's advertised to me on YouTube. I don't get. It's my own personal middle finger. You took the time, big corporation, to spend money to put it on here, and by spend money, it's like 20 cents or something. You did that. I'm not buying your shit. You took my time because I want to watch a video. You know, we could live in a world where you can just like watch the damn stuff, but no, we don't. And so instead, I gotta watch your shit. I don't want to watch your shit, and I'm not gonna like let you have this satisfaction. I don't know. I'm just. I don't know what to say except that my hatred will not stop, and I will be a hater. I will be a hater. Speaking of hating, what was I talking? I was talking about hating something also. Excel. Okay, I have I have a practical in chemistry lab, on Thursday, and it's Tuesday today, or it's Monday. It's Monday. On Wednesday or Thursday, I have this practical, and we use Excel to get our stuff. Why? Why in God's name do we use Excel? I use Google Sheets, and Google Sheets is a lot simpler to understand. Maybe it's because I use it, and that's why I understand it. You know, like I'm familiar with it. But Excel is like so messy and so wacky, and it's just not good. I would understand it if you're using it for like a big business, gotta get a ton of sheets, you know, just gotta like do a ton of stuff. But this isn't like that though. This isn't, you know, for example, with the mod I'm making, like this isn't that complicated. Or for chemistry, like this is just chemistry. I'm just putting in data, using a few equations, and making a graph. Sheets can do that, and Sheets is simpler with that. Just use Google Sheets. But of course, like, I'm the weirdo for wanting that, right? Like, oh, you want to use Google Sheets, huh? You stupid. No, I'm not stupid. It's just not worth it. Like, I've done the calculations. I'm smart. I've done the calculations. It's not worth it. And you're trying to make me use something that's not worth anything. I'm a hater. You know what? I'm going to say it. Red Dead Redemption 2, amazing game. But I did not start playing it until a few years after it came out, because I thought it was being overhyped. I thought it was like some old game that came out already. I was like, oh, why would people playing this? Didn't it already come out? And it's like, no, actually, you fool. It's a new game. It's an amazing game. Just because you're a hater, you don't get to experience it until like years later. But so I was, of course, like, oh, okay. I've kind of fucked it up for myself. Like, okay, I should probably learn, be a better person, enjoy things, you know. And then good old Kendrick Lamar came out and taught us all we could be hating so much more. That we as humans are not hating enough, actually. So much more hate to be done. And I was like, oh, okay. No, I understand, Captain. Obviously, we have not been hating enough. Don't worry. I will hate more. Like, I understand the mission. So yeah, I've readopted the hater lifestyle thanks to Kendrick Lamar. Thank you, Kendrick Lamar. Shout out Kendrick Lamar. You know what's funny? Is that, like, a lot of people talk about how, like, oh, well, you know, you just like Kendrick Lamar because of his recent stuff, because of his fight with Drake. Like, you don't know about Kendrick before he did all this. It's like, the funny thing is, I remember listening to GTA. I was playing GTA 5, right? I'm playing GTA 5. And, I got the radio. It's like, the Kendrick Lamar song, Swimming Pools. Or drink. Is it drink or is it swimming pools? Why you baby sipping? Only 2 or 3 shots. I'm gonna show you how to turn it up a notch. First you get a swimming pool full of liquor, then you dive in it. Pool full of liquor, then you dive in it. I'll wave a few bottles and I'll watch you on the shots. All the girls wanna play Baywatch. Get a swimming pool full of liquor, then you dive in it. Yeah, I liked it, and I actually put it on a playlist of mine. But and listen to me now, that was before all of this shit. So if anybody wants to say some shit like, oh, well, you only like him because of his recent work. No, I liked him before. I am not your average person, or I don't know about the average, but I am not the kind of person who didn't know who he was and only started liking him because of Not Like Us. I liked him before. Not Like Us. Yeah, that's right. People are gonna look at me and be like, yeah, there's no way, you liar. Like, no, I did. I swear it. I swear I Kendrick Lamar, and you know I wouldn't take like Sorry, it's stupid. Being stupid. Being funny. The house is coming out pretty nice, I think. We're gonna have to get more wood, obviously. But we are coming, probably this next batch of wood we get, it will be the last one. I'm just jumping around hurting myself. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I should probably, like, stop before I die. Or I could not stop. I think stopping actually not gonna do that. That's the universe trying to tell me not to do what I want to do, and I know what I want to do, and I know it's fine. So fuck you, universe. I'm me, man. I'm me. I'm happy. Okay, that's actually we're getting pretty good ways away. In terms of it's all like four, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do. There we go. Do. Yeah, you can already kind of tell the how it's similar it's looking to our thing. Probably gonna have to go to bed. I don't want to have to deal with the zombies. Probably should preemptively, just so we don't get mob spawns, put torches in here. Obviously not gonna be the final lighting we're gonna have, but I really don't wanna have mobs spawning in here. We're actually not gonna have that one. I don't know. Does it look better like this? I mean, I'm gonna make it like no, like one way first, another way. I'm wondering, do I chop this down? Oh, here's the thing. I'm gonna have a storage room, and it's gonna be this area. Gonna be like half slab thingy, half slab again. Probably get my shovel that I have. And it's gonna be down one. Half slab thingy. Half slab, and then we're at the bottom, right? Half slab, I wonder if... Probably not. Probably slab there. This is fine, so, yeah, so... Half slab there. That'll be fine. I'll make it better, but this is kind of where it'll go into. And we'll go ahead and we'll punch out the windows and stuff once we actually get more. Like I said, I like how it's come together. It already kind of feels like the home that I'm expecting. Gotta kill more trees, more trees. Okay, so before the last video, I mentioned I have to make I set a paper for my chemistry. I was wrong. It was a poster. I'm almost done, actually. I just gotta make some sources and put the sources in. But it only took me like an hour and a half. Sources is gonna take me maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes. Shit ain't hard. I've been saying this since I was a little kid in elementary. This whole school thing is not hard. I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's just my experience, and in seriousness, that's just my experience. I'm totally. I know other people have a lot harder time, a lot stricter education, but for me, it's just been like, okay, go in class, pay attention, take the notes. Fuck, I don't even gotta pay attention that much. I intersplice my paying attention time playing video games on my laptop. I get all the notes. It's very simple. When it's time to take notes, when the teacher's talking about something you have not heard before, you take the fucking notes. If the teacher's talking about something you've already heard before, don't take the notes. Unless it's like let me abbreviate, like put an asterisk here. Even if you've heard it before, take the notes. If they're saying something you've already taken the notes for, then you can switch to like the video games. Be surprised how much that happens. That's all it is an alt tab. It's just like, oh, okay, they're not talking about the things that they've talked about this already. Okay, alt tab. My genetics teacher, for some reason, well, here's the thing. They do this in the beginning of the class, especially my genetics teacher, because they want to go over what we've learned in class, but the last class, right? So it kind of flows better. I don't need to. It's been like a day, like it's like alternate. So like I have a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I have a Tuesday, Thursday. So let's say it's Wednesday. It's like just 2 days ago on Monday, I was hearing this shit. My memory isn't good when it comes to names or faces or like just random shit I hear. But when it comes to like what did we learn in class, like I've trained myself to memorize that. I remember very clearly what we did 2 days ago. You don't have to re-explain it. My genetics teacher will spend like the first third of class going over like re-explaining, and I want to like understand it. It is genetic. It's a bit more advanced stuff than like normal, I guess. On the other hand, it's just like, dude, you're wasting my time. But hey, I get to play like video games. I get to de-stress. It's just like, all right, I'm booting up something. I don't worry about it. It's a major skill issue. That's what it is. And in I might have said this before. In COVID, I was chillaxing like fuck. Okay, I don't have to leave house. I don't have to like have my phone away, have my everything away. Like I can just have my. Well, we got to have our iPads, but like that was the thing though. It was like I didn't have my computer, and back then I have a laptop now, but back then I didn't. I had an iPad, and my iPad only had so much, and I do not play iOS games. I denounce iOS games, as a matter of fact. So I'm just there on my iPad, like, okay, I'll draw. I did a lot of drawing back then just to occupy myself. But yeah, that was the thing. It's just like, well, I'm bored. I'm gonna draw. But eventually, you don't draw all the time. So eventually, it's like, okay, bored. I'm bored. What do I do? I'm going in the wrong direction. But now it's just like, you know. But when it was in COVID, it was like, oh, my teacher's not talking about anything I have to pay attention to right now. Let me go play. Like, you know, we're talking about GTA 5. Like, I'm doing anything but. And I got straight A's. I got straight A's before. I got straight A's after. I was not affected by this. I heard people saying like, "Oh, I couldn't socialize." Okay, for sure. Let me just say, This is all I'm saying. This is to some degree my actual feelings. Although I obviously recognize every person's different. Yada yada yada. And there's a lot of hyperbole going to what I say. I do that for entertainment purposes. But people were saying like, "Oh my god, I was so depressed. I couldn't see my friends. I was stuck in my room all day." I was like, "Fuck you mean depressed? I got to stay in my room and play video games all day. That's the best." Didn't have to deal with other people. Like shit, it was the life. Did not know why everybody bitched about it. Not depression. Fuck, I already had it. Like this is this is not abnormal. This is actually me in my element. That's what we, like I said, it's a skill issue. The fact that you are not adapted for loneliness. I was, you were not made for this life. I was bored into it. I was bored into nobody giving a fuck about you. Oh, why does it eat it? I don't know why it eats it. I'm gonna pulverize. Do we still... It should, like, not use it unless it's currently, like, running. I think it just generates heat. I'm gonna take these out. I don't want to waste it. I'm sure I have an apple. I have a room there at least. Let's actually go back to the pits, to the mine. So oh, I had to move it. Actually, oh right, it's not. It has not been mining. Oh fuck, it's been producing energy without mining. Oh my god. Please God. Oh, that's not it. I'm gonna say, and speaking of my education, I straight A student until we got to college. In my first semester of college, I got almost A's. I think there was only like one B. It was a B plus. So I was feeling good about it, and then we get to OChem, organic chemistry. Ooh, that's another thing I hate, but we'll leave that out because that's a whole adventure. Organic chem was like I got a C, and I pulled that C like out of desperation to not get an F. I was fucked, but I unfucked myself. At the same time, it was just like, well, fuck. Now I have a C, and I haven't gotten a score this bad in a class in ever. You know, I was getting threes and fours back in elementary before we had grades. I was getting threes and fours, so it's just like it was like a 1 to 4, 0 to 4 system. Oh, it was the first time getting my ass beat that hard. Um, it was sad. I was sad. I was distraught over it. Like, how am I this much of a failure? Well, honestly, no, that's not what I thought. I was actually not thinking that. I was happy. I was praising the Lord Jesus that I actually managed to make it out of that situation. Because I was like, sure, like, oh my god, I'm getting an F. But no. But then that kind of sucks, because then I got OChem 2 the next semester, and I'm like, oh, okay, OChem 2, this is number 2, I survived 1, it shouldn't be that hard. And you gotta understand, the combination of like not considering it to be different. Like I didn't put that much effort because like I said, I thought okay, Ocam 1's a hard one. I've never heard anything wrong with Ocam 2, so I didn't put as much effort into Ocam 2, admittedly. Also, it's just so much memorization. It is memorizing. Like I said, it's like you got to memorize 10 different things, and each of these different things are 10 of the same thing, but they're slightly different. And those like 10 original things, they're not that different from each other either, and that makes it hard to memorize. And also, so there's that. There's the not taking it as hard, not trying as hard. But there's also like the fatigue. Like I was one semester of OChem 1, I was already like bummed the fuck out by OChem. It was just sucked. So I don't know. I just didn't wanna, and I got an F, which is funny because so here's a funny bit. I got a C on the final. The final was a USA. Like all the students who took OChem 2, like took that same test. And then at the end, they'd compile the average score. And so the score wasn't dependent on if you got a 70, like, if you got 75%, you didn't get a C. A C was the average. So if let's say that year, whole USA, the average is an 80, that means an 80 is a C. So I don't know what the average was. Hell, maybe everybody got a 50% and I got a 60%. The point is, I got a C. I was average for the United States of America in OChem 2. That sounds kind of like mad, like, okay, you're average, cool. But you gotta understand, this is stuff I'm not meant to deal with. This is not related to my job I want to go. You know, I want to go into medicine. I want to be, just trust me. People tell me, like, Paul, oh, that's my real name. Oh, whatever. I'm sure my real name has been said on this millions of times. People have told me, this is important. You will need to know this. This might be useful for your job. Here's how it's useful. It's like, no, you don't. I'm sorry. I know I sound like an idiot. I'm probably being a big idiot for, like, not taking this as seriously as it should be. But no. I do not need to know this for the job I want. It's a waste of my time. I don't like learning this. And I still got an average, you know? So it really should be more of a... I should have passed. What happened, like, the main thing that happened that I didn't, like, pass was because my in-class exams I did horrible on. I don't know why, but those I could not... Like, I was getting D's on those. I was getting D's, and it was sad. I was just thinking to myself, like, fuck, why am I failing these? I just was. I just was, and it was sad. But, no, so there was those, and there was also, like, the kick in the shit. The final straw was, like, I had, like, a capstone project. And this, I'm kind of salty about my teacher, but I don't even know anymore. It was the end, I didn't even know. It was a capstone project, and it was like, okay, all the reactions we've learned in class, go ahead and organize them however you want. However you want, organize them, and explain. And then for each grouping you do, give an explanation of how it works. Give a title. Like, name the group and show me the reactions. Not all of them, just like enough. Get most of them, but also so you can like show like, okay, this is what the group does by watching. You know what the group is. So I thought I did that. I fuck it. We're taking up the slides now. This is Google Slides. Let me get my Google Slides. Sign in. I have Yep, here it is, capstone. I have a total of 26 slides, and I will tell you there's reduction, oxygenation, alcohol formation, halogenation, epoxide reactions, dyeing reactions, dehydration reactions, sulfate reactions, sulfuric reactions, organometallics, catalyst reactions, boron reactions, radical reactions, carbohydrate reactions, amino acid reactions, cyclosubstituent reactions, pyridine reactions, named reactions, EAS reactions, dicarbonyl reactions, cyclohexanone reactions, beta carbon reactions, carbonyl reactions, also carbonyl reactions, Robinson's annulation, ungrouped reactions. And each of these has like anywhere from 3 to 6 of different reactions on them. It's like a total of like let's say I take the minimum. There's 20, let's just say 25. 25 slides times 3. I had 75 different reactions. And I want to be clear, and I'm getting mad now. For each of these, I didn't Google like an image of it. I had to draw in mole view the molecule. I had to draw like both the reactant, I had to draw the product. And I had to in Google Slides make the arrow and write like what you need for the reaction to occur. How did I get an F on this? She gave me an F or a D. And it was like, oh, well, you didn't include enough. And you didn't group them right. What the fuck? No. Sorry. When I got that, like, oh, you like my grade for that? It was in summer. And at that point, I was just mad. I was upset, but I didn't worry about it. I was like, I'm in summer. That just means I gotta retake it. I have the time to retake it. Like, I'm okay. Like, actually, that's fine. But now that I'm looking at it again, this is not the work of an F or a D. She should have gave me a C, at least. Because you could tell they put effort into this. This took me like days. This took me days with like 3 hours of work. I remember, no, what happened? It took me, I remember clearly, and it hurts to remember. For 4 days in a row, for like 4 or 5 hours each day, not 4 days in a row, but for 4 days, 4 to 5 hours each, I was like sitting down doing straight like chem. 20 hours. If I was paid for that time at minimum wage, I would have made. I'm gonna look up. So 20 minimum wage where I am, Washington State, is $16 an hour. 20 hours, I would have made $320. I would have made $320 for the time I spent. And you know what? It's education. I'm not paid in money. I get that. I got paid in an F. I would have rather taken the money. I would have rather gotten paid. You know what? $320? You know what sounds good compared to? Sounds good compared to an F. Now, I guess the real question is, like, if I were to have gotten a C or a B on that assignment, would it have been enough to, like, get me out of getting an F in the class? And you know what? The kicker is, I don't think so. Because those exams we had, I did horrible on. I don't know why. It was because I don't know. Okay, so here's the thing, right? When I learn, a lot of the times things will be like, oh, that makes sense. I get it. That makes sense. This class, there was a lot of it not doing that. It was not doing that. And when that happens sometimes in my classes where I don't get it, I'm sure it happens for everybody. Usually when that happens, I like look it up or try to find out. But then it's like, and then I have like an aha moment, like, oh, okay, I see how this works. I get it now. That like very rarely happened for that class, and I should blame myself because I probably should. You know what? Let's be real. I should blame myself because I should be doing the work to make sure I understand. I'm not gonna lie. But a big thing is that I get a lot of learning from asking the teacher questions. But because it's a college class and there's like, 22 students, and only like, so much time, like I can't ask questions. I can't be asking a ton of questions. I get it, obviously. I'm not mad about it. I'm not gonna complain like, oh, well, you should be paying more attention to me. Like, no, they're busy. It's busy. I get it. Just sucks because it's my way of learning. That's how I learn the best, is by asking a ton of questions, and I couldn't. I couldn't. I really want to now ask her though, because I want to ask her like, listen, I understand it wasn't my best, it wasn't the best piece of work, obviously. Like, did you seriously give me like a D or an F on this assignment? Because like I spent 20 hours doing this. Usually you give an F or a D to like an F is like you didn't put the work in, and a D is like you put the minimal amount of work in. Like you did the work, but you didn't try at all. It's like I put 20 hours in. I tried. I tried. I tried so hard. When you try so hard and you don't succeed. So I had to take OChem 2 again. Not this coming semester. Not fall 2025. I'm probably gonna retake it spring 2026. And it should be easier, you know, because I know most of the material that's gonna be on there, and I know I have my notes already, right? Like I have the notes from last year. I have the tests somewhere. I'm sure I can find them. Like it's like I can recover from this. My GPA is like because despite the OChem 1 the C and the OChem 2 F, like I've been getting nothing B pluses and B's and better. Mostly like I'd say very few B's, a bit of B pluses, mostly A minuses and the occasional A. So my GPA is like at a 3.5, 3.6. And I'm pretty sure that once I retake OChem 2, if I get like a C or a B, then I'll shoot for the A. I'm gonna shoot for the A. But if I get like a B, I think my grade will go up to like a 3.75, 3.8, which is good because I was a 3.95 student in high school. That was my GPA. Unweighted. Let me be clear. I took. Oh my god! I'm just this episode is just like what does people Sport Gamer hate about life? Spoiler warning. Everything. But sorry, I've warmed my throat from talking so much. I was that so in high school. I probably a lot of this stuff I'm telling you now. Good chance I've already said it before, but whatevs. But anyway, the fuck are you doing here? Anyway, my high school was unweighted in the grading, meaning so like if you don't know, a weighted grade basically means like the difficulty of the class affects your score. So if you're taking if you're taking like the what is it? Like if you're taking the normal level calculus, right? And you get an A, well that's a 4. Congratulations. But if you're taking the hardest calculus and you get an A, that's like a 5. So on a weighted system, I think the highest you can get is like a 5.0. I took the hardest classes. I could. I'll admit. I think English was something I did take the hardest for because I placed into honors English my first year of high school. But what happened was like it was full. It was full. So I couldn't like oh what was it? I placed into it, it was full. They put me on the waiting list. You go ahead and wait, and maybe I just dodged the arrow. I got put on the waiting list. They tell me, okay, well, if somebody drops out, you'll be on it. Nobody dropped out, or if they did, I wasn't first in line to get the new spot. And then like it's been like, okay, well, we're done. The class has started. And then at that point, it's like, okay, I'm not in the honors thing anymore. Like, if I go, it'd be a jump up in difficulty. It just never happens. But math, I was the hardest. I took, like, the hardest math. The calculus I used as an example is I did take the hardest calculus possible. I took the hardest calculus. And, I mean, I got an A. I got an A. In the AP exam, I got a 2. So, but that's not what we're that's not what the GPA is based off of. The GPA is not based off of how you do on the AP exam. GPA is based off of like how your grades are in the class, exams, final, quizzes, assignment, homework. Like that, I got an A. So I should have been like, you know, way better in my GPA. I wish it was weighted. I would have had like a 4.3 if it was weighted, a 4.4. I would have had above an A. It would have been amazing. You know what sucked? I got a 3.95. Now let me tell you. So unweighted is 4.0 is the best. So I was 0.05 away from the best possible score. 0.05 away. I was not valedictorian. I wasn't anything for that matter. I wasn't anything. No, I wasn't. I didn't get to do a speech, or you know, like nada. I wasn't special. I'm not gonna lie. I was salty about it because I was one of the top scorers, like for everything. Oh, okay. This is smart boy like bitching, but like I did so good. I worked my ass off for 4 years, get nearly a perfect score. I take the hardest classes. Makes me mad because they didn't account that. They don't account that they take the hardest classes because it's unweighted. Okay, because it's unweighted. It's actually if you're looking into purely getting the highest GPA, it makes more sense to take the easiest classes and get like an A plus in those, because that would mean you're even like better off, right? But I didn't do that because it's like, no, I am the fucker, the motherfucker. Like, I'm gonna take the hardest classes. We're gonna get these W's. Got the W's, hardest ones, and I had nothing to show for it. You know, nothing. Didn't get to even be valedictorian. Didn't get to go walk on stage or nothing. And be like, hey guys, I would have dropped the most banger. I would have dissed the entire school. Not because they were bad, but because it'd be fucking funny. But no, just didn't get a thing. Sad. Confused. Slab, blah, 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 block, slab, block. Oh, I put slabs underneath this. Slab, block, slab. There we go. Slab, block. And now we can go underneath here, make a connection to the base. The fuck? My shovel's gonna break. Called it. How are we doing on wood? We have a good amount of wood. This is definitely the first layer done. Actually, let me go ahead and like build at least the outdoor area. Yeah, so that's my woes, ladies and gentlemen. Those are my woes about the way things are. I really want to ask the teacher why she gave me a grade that like why she gave me an F on that. Was it really that bad? I'm pretty certain if I showed everybody I know, there's only one person I can think of be critical of it, and that's because he's critical of everything. My uncle, who was Apparently, my uncle was the CEO of a pharmaceutical company for some time. Probably not a big one, but still, that's not a position you just get. But, like, I mean, he apparently... I'm pretty sure he'd be critical of it. Because that's just how he is, right? And that's not necessarily a bad thing. He just wants you to do your best. But he'd probably be critical of it. But I don't think he'd be critical of it like it's shit. I think he'd be critical like, yeah, no, this isn't the best, this isn't the best, this isn't the best. But this isn't like bad. Like you have something good. He's not an asshole. He's just very honest, which we need in life, honestly. But at that still at the same time, like the teacher is not as hard. Like no, nobody can be as hard ass as my uncle. Uh, but I love him. I love him for it. I love him. I love that about him. It's a very unique thing to him. But nobody can be as good as than him. So I don't think it's right to compare the teacher to him in that sense. Because he has got her beat. He's got everybody beat. Oh, what are you doing? Okay. I'm gonna make string. I don't even think I have that much string. I definitely don't. I mean, this would be a good place to end the episode because I'm done. This is hey, listen, this is good content now. I got actually like 50 minutes of me nonstop clamoring about it. But next episode, gonna fence this up. We're also gonna fence. Let me think. I want to make. This is gonna be the kitchen, TV, maybe. Yeah, here. Yeah, this is the bathroom, and in the bathroom, I don't really like having windows in a bathroom. Like, no, wait, you kind of do because like, otherwise it just like gets all warm. Do I have a? I can make a curtain. Like a door? It sounds like a door. Lime curtain. I think I'll make like a curtain, but like, no, you gotta have a window, or else it's gonna get so smelly in there. Ooh. Yeah, so next episode, gonna be doing that. It's gonna be awesome. Fence that. Fence here. Let's put in the doors. Let's finish up the ground of all of that. Gotta get those rope ladders, hopefully. We'll go out and kill some spiders when we have the time. And then, we gotta need some more oak to kind of like line it up, you know, because we want to do that. And then I guess build the roof. But then after that, that's all the wood done. And then that's just a matter of putting furniture in and seeing what we want. But everybody, hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you enjoyed me ranting to some degree. Till next time, take care. Oh, I gotta